It's really not that serious, you guys. My thumbnail, I'm being super dramatic. I thought it was funny, so I'm not that upset. I mean, I'm upset, but I'm not that upset, so just keep watching. Hey everyone, welcome to today's video. My name is Tiffany, and today I have a confession to make, and I'm super sad about it and really bummed, but I've always said I'm going to be honest, so can't hide anything. And if you can see from the title, I totally failed my no-buy. And the reason why I'm really mad at myself is because in the last video, in the last update, I said I was so proud of myself because I was doing so amazing, and I only broke it a couple times here and there, and I had a plan of what I was going to do, and I was taking it very, very seriously. And what happened was Disney. We went to Disney, and I spent a lot of money, and that was part of my exceptions that I made for when I started my no-buy. Was I knew that it was going to cost money and that we were going to go. And because it was Dominik's first time there, my second time since I was his age, Frankie's been there multiple times, I didn't want to hold back and I wanted to enjoy it. So if that meant that we were going to buy the extra stuff that we probably didn't need to, then we were going to get it because we're not planning on going back for quite some time. So I allowed myself to do that. But what happened was when I started spending, when we came home, it kind of continued, because at that point I felt like, well, I already spent a whole bunch of money and I still have a lot of money in the bank, so what's the harm in getting a couple things here and there? So what happened was I went to the Dollar Tree, and I would allow myself to go into the Dollar Tree, but I wouldn't go down the makeup aisle, and I was avoiding it. I would go in there for like household stuff that we actually need, and that was allowed. But the one day I went into the makeup aisle and I found something I had been looking for a while, and they had multiple of them. And the lady that worked there said she literally just put them out and they were going to be gone. So of course I grabbed one of each. And at that point I'm like, yeah, this is not good. And then it just went downhill from there. I'm not saying I have been spending anywhere near like what I was before. Nowhere near what I was before. In fact, a lot of the stuff that I have been purchasing, again, is like super reasonably priced because I don't want to go overboard and spend a lot. But I think where we're at right now is that I'm just going to fess up to the fact that I failed. I'm going to show you the couple products that I picked up through Amazon, through mTurk, because I'm still doing that, because I still have something else that I'm doing that I know I keep saying it, but it's coming in Christmas time. And what I want to do is ultimately transfer now, or transition to a low buy, which we're going for it right now. And like I had mentioned before, I was going to pretty much whatever I picked up, I would pick up one for you guys and then put it into a giant box and see how much we can accumulate. And then at the end of the year, then kind of do like a big giveaway or multiple giveaways depending on how much stuff is in there, and then split it up. And it would kind of be like one for me, one for you, and I know that I'm not going overboard. So that's kind of where we're at right now. Okay, so let me just quickly show you the couple things that I got through Amazon, and then I'm going to tell you what I learned from the whole experience of doing it, and kind of why I'm being a little bit more easier on myself than probably what you guys would think I would be, because I can tend to be pretty hard on myself, and those of you that know me well know that. So I'll tell you why, but I'm going to show you these couple things first. So not a lot of stuff. There's a big box of stuff that was not from Amazon that we're going to get into that in the next video, which will be a haul video or maybe a couple from them. But I got two of these Wet n Wild lipsticks, and I just can't stop buying these, and I think it's just because they're so cheap that I'm like, well, I can get a lot of them and get a lot of different shades. And I had all of the other ones from before. I think I grabbed every shade I could possibly get on Amazon, so now I moved on to these ones. And the first one I have is in Bellini Overflow. So these when I got them, they were both kind of in the tube the same way, and I don't know if that's like, it looked like it was almost damaged. It didn't look like that when I first got it, so I must have did something with it, but it's almost like it's off center. So I don't know if that maybe melted like that when it was in transit or something, but really, really pretty color. I'll show you some swatches on the screen. I like these because they don't have that stupid packaging like the other ones do, where you have to make sure you get it in that right area, just clip it in. And it's really cute packaging. So I think these were like $1.98 a piece. The other shade I have is in Crimson Crime, which is a really pretty shade for fall. So again, see how it's like kind of in there weird? So I guess that's how they all come. I don't know. I've never seen that before. And it's actually, it doesn't seem like you get more in the tube, but it's not as thick. So I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, these are really pretty colors, and I just think the packaging is super cute for being $2. The other thing I got was a gloss from Revlon, and I saw this shade. I thought it was gorgeous. So this is a Super Lustrous, the gloss by Revlon, and it is in the shade 215 Super Natural. So there's a swatch there, and that's on the top one is the gloss. Really, really pretty. Now there's obviously multiples of these, so I have all of them in my wish list that's on there. Nice doe foot applicator. It's really creamy, and it just looks really pretty on the lips. So definitely glad that I picked that one up. Then I grabbed the Not a Basic Peach Wet n Wild eyeshadow palette. So I've seen people talk about this before. I have some swatches that I'll put up on the screen, and I thought this was cute. I have all the other ones on there. Again, when I find something like this, I just add all the different variations of it because I like to collect things like that. So it's probably really dumb that I do that, but I know a lot of other people that do it too. But yeah, super pretty colors, and I didn't get a chance to play with this, just swatch this yet. So really excited to try out this blue just because I think it's really pretty, and also these two shades right here. So glad that I picked that up. And then another brush. So I got the Wet n Wild Bent Liner Brush, and I have just been picking these up whenever. And actually, when I went to Dollar Tree the last time, I found a ton more of these, and they were the ones that I already got. So I could have saved myself a couple cents probably by just getting them at the Dollar Tree, but I already picked them up from Amazon. So this one, I don't know how much use I'm going to get out of it. I'm going to try it out. It looks like it's really thin, like there's really not a lot of actual brush on there, but we'll give it a try and we'll go from there. So what did I learn? Well, I learned that I can be very careful with my money, and I am. We're working on something right now as a family goal that's really, really important to all of us, and is going to provide us with a very, how do I say it? Not a stressful life in the next upcoming years. And that is our priority. And I love makeup, I love beauty, I love skincare, I love to collect stuff, and I love thrifting, I love yard sales, and I love the Dollar Tree. But I don't want to spend all of my money there, and I feel like I have a good control over it, and I can do it. But what happened is I feel like I was just really depriving myself of something that is kind of simple in a way that, like, okay, so you go to the Dollar Tree and you spend $10, $12 on a bunch of stuff, and maybe you don't need it, but it's fun for you to go there. And let's be honest, like, other than a lot of people, they go to work and they come home and maybe go somewhere on the weekend, but not a lot of people go anywhere. So it's like that little time away from home to go wander around in the store, knowing that you're not going to spend a lot of money, and you can find things that kind of are like, oh, that looks exciting, or let me try that. And I don't think there's any harm in that. So you will see a Dollar Tree haul coming up soon. I miss doing them. I think they're a lot of fun, and I love finding those gems in there, and I feel like there's no harm in that. The other thing is that my mom and I love going thrifting, and we love going to yard sales, and I wasn't allowing myself to do that either. And she doesn't drive, so whenever she wants to go, I would have to go with her, but I didn't have to go because I enjoy going, and that's like our thing to do together. And even though it's shopping more reasonably, and we always get so excited at the stuff that we find, and I felt like I was kind of robbing her and myself of doing that together because I was avoiding it, and I just don't think that that's fair, because I know that we both really enjoy it, and typically I don't spend very much when I do that anyways, so I don't think there's any harm in that. So that's why I'm going easier on myself for it. I am a saver, so I have saved a lot of money, and that was my goal, was to kind of see where I would wind up at the end of the year. And I honestly I'm in a good position right now, so I'm not worried about it. We're not living paycheck to paycheck. I'm not bragging. I'm not trying to say that that's a horrible thing to do that, but for me, I struggled with that for a long time, and I just didn't want to do that anymore. So I feel like we're in a really good place right now, and I think that allowing myself to do those little simple things is not going to hurt anything. So that's kind of where I'm at, and I know it might be disappointing to some of you, and I'm sorry, but I tried and I tried. I was really taking it seriously, and I'm not saying I'm going crazy. You're not going to see a ton of hauls still on this channel. I'll just do like little ones here and there when I accumulate some stuff to show. So overall, I'm really proud of myself. I'm really proud that I hung in for as long as I did, because it's really hard if you've never done it before. If you're into like stuff, or if you have hobbies and they cost money, or if you have interests and they cost money, which who doesn't? So, you know, it is a difficult thing to do. So if you're spending money and you're only allowing yourself to spend money on groceries and household like items, it's a tough thing to do, to say no to a lot of stuff. So yep, that's my story, and now we can look forward to whatever stuff that accumulates, so we know that one for me, one for you. We put it into a box, and then we get to give it away, and that would be like my little thing giving back to you guys. So that is going to wrap it up. So let me know what you think down below. Have you tried it before? Are you currently trying to get through one yourself, or a no buy or low buy? And just let me know what you think either way. And yeah, that's going to be it. So I hope you guys all have a great rest of your day, and I hope to see you very soon in the next one. And again, thank you so much for watching. Bye.